We are back. How's everyone doing this evening? We are here at the Kentucky Bluebird with Grammy Award winner Gary Nichols.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. Welcome to the podcast, Gary. Thank you for traveling all them hours that you did to be able to do this podcast.
Thank you for having me. It was my pleasure.
I'm Tammy Grant, and I'm with Tri-State Media Services, and Michael's behind the camera. And we are here with Gary, as I said. And I want to give a shout out to Jess Hunt. He's the one that set this up for us. So thank you, Jess, for doing that. Gary, what are you doing in your life right now?
Well,
a lot, right?
I do a lot of driving.
Yeah.
I'm doing so much, man. I'm so blessed right now. So grateful for the life that I have. It's kind of like working swing shifts.
Yeah.
Swing shifts. Sometimes I'm in the studio, for hours and hours and hours and days and days and days in a row. Sometimes I'm touring the country in planes, trains, and automobiles. I'm always writing songs.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, I'm getting finished up with the Kenzie Coppin record. Kenzie Coppin is an artist from Texas and singer-songwriter, incredible talent. We've been recording a record at Fame Recording Studios in Muscle Shoals, and also a band called the band Lula, based out of North Georgia.
Okay.
Loula. They, along with a friend of ours named Greg Beek, just produced a few sides on the band Lula for Warner Brothers in Nashville. So doing a lot of record productions, a lot of sessions, and past couple of days did a lot of eating.
Oh, yeah, Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We're a little late here, but that's okay. I know that you have had some trouble in the past with your addiction part of it. I want to address that, but I want you to start from the beginning. When you started singing, when did you start, and what took you to that capacity of where you took? Now, did you not take over for Chris Stapleton and
the SteelDrivers?
Yeah.
Yeah, long ways down the road. I did do that. I guess I started singing. I don't remember not singing. My mom bought me a ukulele when I was 11 months old.
Yeah.
And it became my favorite toy. So I started playing it. And, by the time I'm 5 years old, I'm writing songs.
Wow, writing songs.
Or at least clips of songs. Yeah. I don't know. Is this a G-rated?
You make it whatever you want.
My dad will probably choke me for telling this story, but probably the first thing that I ever wrote, my dad was a construction worker.
Yeah.
And a textbook heavy drinker. And apparently somewhat of a ladies' man.
Okay.
Now, my mom and I have been married all these years. She's a saint and is the epitome of a loyal woman. But my dad, I don't know why he felt the need to tell me this. Maybe it was the Budweiser and the Canadian Mist. But he let me know that he was in a motel room one night. I'm 5 years old.
Oh, no. Are you serious?
Yeah. That was the first thing I wrote about.
Really?
And so he told me don't you tell your mama now. So I didn't, but I turned it into a song on accident. And I'm walking around the back of the house as a 5-year-old singing, "Daddy's in a motel with a lady with big titties."
Oh, God.
You said I could say it. So but yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
And my mom comes and said, "What did you say?" I didn't say anything. "Yes, you did. What did you say?" I said, "Daddy told me not to tell you." She said, "He didn't tell you not to sing it. I want to hear what you just sang." And so, first line to a song was written. I never finished that song, but maybe I will.
Yeah, there you go. There's some inspiration there.
The more serious songwriting came. That says a lot. That one opening sentence says a lot about my story.
Right.
But my first serious attempt at songwriting was in first grade.
What? Early?
Yeah, there was a girl.
And there was a girl.
Yeah, so every day during playtime when the guys were playing Jenga and with G.I. Joes and wrestling, I was over in the other corner with the doll houses and the Barbie dolls because that's where the women were.
Okay, so you were
Even
smart
at
then.
at 5 or 6 years old,
Yes.
With songs like that going through my head, I guess I was
yeah.
looking for some sort of validation. But
That's amazing.
But Kathy didn't seem to reciprocate the
Tell you what.
feeling, so I wrote a sad little song about it.
Oh.
And or not even a song, just pieces, songs.
What'd you say?
The lyrics were standing by the river, standing by the stream. I don't think I realized it was two different things in first grade.
Right.
I bumped into a pretty girl, and then she said to me, "Get out of my way. Get out of my way." And a country songwriter was born.
That's cool.
That's how it happened. Powell Elementary School, 1984, I guess.
1984. Well, I graduated in 82, so
okay.
It makes me feel old.
No.
That makes me feel old.
Those are good. I feel old. Listen, I couldn't get out of my van. I drove about 7.5 hours to get here, and probably was in the van for about 8.5 hours because I got an oil change. I got out of it once to get gas.
Yeah.
And once to release the water that I've been drinking. So I've been sitting, just sitting, listening to podcasts. I had a hard time getting out of the van.
Oh yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, and it's cold up here too.
My hinge joints, we have some of those. My hinge joints are creaking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I understand. Believe me, my hips and my legs. But that's okay.
So yeah, I started doing it really young. I played in church. That was my first band.
Okay.
God's Little Children.
Oh.
And then I joined with a group in a neighboring city that was two brothers and a sister with some other friends, all teenagers. J.J. Smith and Company, Jill J. and Johnny Smith. A guy named Quali Cooper played keys. Randy Lindsay, who was a guitar and music instructor at the University of North Alabama, was kind of the guy that was leading us up. And so I met him when I was 5 or so, went to take guitar lessons. And he's like, "Hey, I got this band that we're playing at the Regency Square Mall. You should come see us." So my mom brought me, and I was like,
how old were you at that time?
5, 6.
Are you serious?
And so he asked if I wanted to sing some with them.
Oh.
So I learned how to sing Just a Swingin', Blue Suede Shoes.
There you go.
And Johnny Be Good. And an Earl Thomas Conley song called Holding Her and Loving You, which I didn't know was a Muscle Shoals, Alabama written song. I just loved the song.
Are you serious?
Yeah, oh yeah. Walt Aldridge, God rest his soul, he just passed away this past week.
Oh.
And Tommy Brassfield, who passed away years ago. But yeah, that was Walt's first cut and song of the year.
Wow.
Pretty incredible.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, did that all through my toddler years.
Toddler.
And
we're just in toddler right now.
I started playing and I did, from 5 or 6 till 9, I was in both of those, God's Little Children and J.J. Smith and Company. And learning to sing at church, learning how to sing and distinguish, accompaniment vocals, background vocals. And then I think I'm 14 years old. Big year. I was coming up at the end of my baseball days. I was an athlete, but I wasn't going to be a high school baseball player.
Okay.
I did play high school football.
Was you the running back?
At 14. I played receiver and cornerback. I was really fast and not scared of shit. I ain't never been hit too hard.
Oh, boy.
But I also found Jim Beam and Mountain Dew.
Jim Beam and Mountain Dew. Never heard of that before.
Well, it's an Alabama thing. Eddie Ray Nichols, God rest his soul. He was a relative of mine and one of the adults at the band rehearsals. His son, my cousin, played drums, and he was a few years older. But when you're out there in the country, I mean, I don't know what it's like here in Kentucky, but I'm guessing in the moonshine capital of the world, maybe your age doesn't matter if you're out in the country and people are being safe and not driving and all that sort of stuff. So
that's right.
It was one of those things. And by the way, none of those other kids turned out to be alcoholics or drug addicts. It's crazy.
Wow.
So, but I liked the effects at 14. 14, I gave into those 10-year-old temptations and finally gave my virginity away.
Oh, well, that's nice.
to a girl, and I also was mowing the lawn and had a nail through my leg from the lawnmower, and I was prescribed hydrocodone for the first time. 1992. I'm 14 years old, long before the opioid epidemic.
Wow.
They gave me a bottle of pills and 2 refills, which is we now know as the Get Started.
I'm sorry.
Opioid addict pack. So yeah, I did that. Played music. Played football. Graduated high school. All the time playing music. I worked for a company in the construction field, kind of like managed a construction rental equipment store. I worked for them from the time I was 14 until I was 22, and I managed it from 17 until 20, and then went into another type role.
Yeah.
17 until 21. Met my first wife at 21. We had a daughter really quick, and I just, something told me, I guess it was it would have been August or so of 2000. If you don't jump now, you'll never do it. So I left the job with health insurance, and benefit, and stability, and decided to go after the music thing full time.
Awesome.
So I left, and first I called Fame a couple of times. I don't suggest that you do this. I called them up and said, "Hey, you guys looking for any session musicians?" Nope. Well, I'd already done my first recording session by this point, like with some of the Muscle Shoals crew, like Jimmy Johnson, Will McFarlane, Roger Hawkins, David Hood.
Right.
So my first session was with the top of the chain as far as Muscle Shoals music royalty went.
Wow.
At the time, like they were all there. So I was like, well, surely they want me to play.
Right, of course.
Well, so they said no. So I called back a couple of days later. I'm like, hey, you guys looking for any songwriters? Nope. Well, I didn't know what I was going to do, but I decided for a couple of reasons that I was going to leave that job. I was already playing, besides working, I was making as much money. I didn't have the benefits, but I made as much money as I was doing the 40-hour-week job and much less time. So I did that for several years, booked the band. 5 Grammys came out of the band that we started. I won a Grammy, and a guy, one of my best friends in the world, one of the most talented individuals ever to put a bass guitar in his hands, Jimbo Hart, who also, in my opinion, is some of the shoulders that our good friend Jason Isbell stood on for years to get his career going.
Wow.
Jimbo was his bassist, so he won 4 Grammys with Jason, and we were just a couple of kids from Muscle Shoals trying to make some rock music.
Isn't that something?
And so yeah.
So how old was you then?
21. Not when I won the Grammy, but 21. I've got my own band now.
Okay.
I'm writing songs for that band. It's
awesome.
kind of a cross between Led Zeppelin, the Allman Brothers, and I don't know, the Funky Meters or something, if anybody knows who that is. All the while, I'm listening to Clint Black, Alan Jackson, Garth Brooks, Shania, Steve Wariner, Alabama always.
Oh, I love Alabama. That's my favorite.
Flat and Scruggs, the Marshall Family.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder, wild collection of music. But 21, wanted to rock out. Wanted to turn the guitar up as loud as I could, and couldn't really sing that great, so it was even better for the loud rock and roll.
Right.
So I did that. It's important to tell you, when I left that job in August of 2000, a little over 2 months before my first child was born, I looked at my wife at the time, my first wife, and said, I feel like I've got to do this. If I don't do it, I'll never know. And if you'll trust me, I'll have a record deal within 5 years.
Wow.
I didn't know what that meant or how to go about it, but I knew how to write a damn song. So I went to Fame, and she said, I believe in you. Absolutely, go for it.
Yeah.
And so I did. started showing up at Fame, writing songs a lot until they found one they liked. I had a song cut. My first recorded song by an outside artist was recorded by Andy Griggs. About 13 months to the date after that, and less than a year after that, I was signed to Universal Records.
Wow.
So I said it. I believed it. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but God provided the right people in the path and it made it happen. All the time, I'm kind of going to couple some things together. Because I hear the band about to start up. I'm what I would call, you have users, abusers, and addicts.
Right.
And I'm just making this up, but it's kind of been in my head a little bit. I've seen it. Like, and Sally, she can drink a whole bottle of wine on Friday night and not drink again until the Christmas party next year.
Right.
That's someone who has used alcohol. Some people just drink too much sometimes.
Right. Oh, yeah.
They kind of, abused it.
Yeah, right.
And then I've been all three of these. I graduated at some point to a full-blown addict. But during all of this process, the Universal Records, the Gulliver days, I mean, from 21 on, I was trying everything. I tried cocaine at 21. I was doing acid, ecstasy, LSD, which is acid, purple footballs, pink footballs, green footballs, Lortabs. Just at that point, because I'd taken pills from the doctor, it was just like, whatever. Also, I wasn't doing something every day. It was just like I was a user. Sometimes I would use, it was like performance-enhancing drugs. Tom Brady had it for whatever he used it for, and I needed it to put up with y'all.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. In the addiction part of it, when you took the pills and stuff, did it like relax you and like put you in a different world to where?
Slowly, yes. Yeah. So have you ever had to take a pain pill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So, and I don't know what that felt. Some people it makes sick, and some people it's like, okay,
it feels good, huh?
Right. So it felt really, really good, and it was a stimulant at the same time.
Right.
So it took the pain. It was a mood stabilizer, and it gave me a burst of energy at first.
Yeah.
It was a giver. Gave me confidence. Gave me, I felt like it gave me the right lyrics. It gave me the strength to get through the gig. It gave, and eventually, it said nope. So it was all gone.
Wow.
Everything. I'm talking about the shoes I was wearing. I pulled out of a dumpster. I was sleeping in the back of a U-Haul trailer with a full-size mattress sometimes. The house was gone. The cars were gone.
How old were you then?
By the time I graduated to that, December of 2017, so not quite 40, 39.
Wow. So all the way up through there, you battled.
Well, no.
All of it. No?
Hell no. I was loving it. Like, I used because I liked the way it made me feel.
Okay.
I also didn't have a problem. My dad was a textbook alcoholic.
Okay.
I wasn't that. Also, I say that. My dad worked every day, provided every day, a heart of gold. Messed up mine sometimes, but I wasn't going to do that.
Right.
And I didn't like the way it smelled, really. I would drink it. But that was, my alcoholism manifested itself in solid forms. So what happened was, that one pill that used to feel good and last me all day turned into, only lasts for 4 hours now or 3 hours now, and now I need 2.
Okay.
Until it went from one 10 milligram hydrocodone pill 4 times a day, when I'm in my 20s, to by the time I'm in my 30s, it's prescribed 4 30 milligram oxycodones a day, 4 15 milligram oxycodones a day, 3 30 milligram Adderall.
What?
And it wouldn't last a day. And it wouldn't last me a week, 10 days.
And it's for a month's supply.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
So then I started trading that for fentanyl.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what fentanyl was, but I knew it was like cheap.
Oh, wow.
Because when I run out of my pills, which were really cheap because I had insurance, then you got to go to the guy on the other side of town, and they're $30 a piece. I'm taking 10 a day sometimes. Wow. So when I found fentanyl, seems really harmless. It's this cute little patch, and you just cut it up into tiny little pieces. You can chew this for a little while and then take it out.
Yeah.
And it's much, much cheaper. So I was like, okay, cool. And then already had a tolerance before I learned what it was, and there was no way to really go back.
Yeah.
So 39 years old, I start going to rehab. I've skipped a lot of stuff, but you know, at 21, I was really starting to experiment with all the hard stuff.
Hard stuff, yeah.
Slowly, what we would call hard stuff. Cocaine was the worst thing on the planet when I was young. So I didn't know what heroin was, but I heard about cocaine, so that was like the worst for me.
Right.
Which I think kind of made it a little easier, if I'm being honest. Talking about gateway drugs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think after I'd done cocaine, my morals dropped a little bit.
Right.
And I was held captive by the opiates. I didn't care what opiate it was. Just give me an opiate to fix this.
Mm-hmm.
When I got to, I had a major record deal in my 20s as a solo artist with Universal Records. A couple singles came out. It didn't work. Also, a marriage failed at that time, 2007. 2008, I see the woman of my dreams at a bar. 3 months later, I'm married to her.
3 months?
Less than. I met her on November 22nd, and we married on Valentine's Day.
Oh, wow.
I don't always make the best decisions. And she wasn't a bad woman. I wish the best for her. We were just bad for each other.
Right.
And so, but we meet in 2008, married Valentine's in 2009. I joined the SteelDrivers into that year.
Okay, that's when I was wondering now how did you come about joining? How did you get that job?
They saw me on YouTube and called me up and asked me to come to an audition.
And you were taking Chris Stapleton's place, right? Is that what I understand? And you was the lead singer, right?
He was the lead singer and one of the founders of the band.
Wow.
Put 2 records out. He didn't tour behind the second record, though. It was incredible.
Really?
Incredible record. Grammy nomination on that record. And I'd written with Chris before when I was signed with Universal as a band, and he's the reason I joined the band, because like I'd already left Nashville. It was like I wasn't doing much else besides writing and producing other people's stuff. So I'm like, I'm not really a bluegrass guy, but I love it. I went back to those Flat and Scruggs days.
Yeah.
And the Marshall family, for some reason, was just always a trio that I loved, probably because I grew up in church. So I was like, once they said it was Stapleton leaving the band, I'm like, well, send me the record because I can I can definitely cover it. So they sent me the record. I love the record. I joined them in 2010 and was with them, made 2 records, won a Grammy in 2016, started injecting heroin in 2017, and 6 weeks almost to the day after I injected the first time, the bass player went through my bag and found my rig and my spoon and all the things.
Wow.
Like, we don't want this.
Wow.
And, I was so mad about it, but I didn't. I was hurt about it.
You was caught.
I didn't care to be. I was begging to be caught.
Really? Okay.
I didn't. I didn't want to graduate to that for sure. But anyway, it went the way it should have went. I was a liability to the band. But once I was found out and they were like, "You're out," I was absolutely like, "Fuck the world."
Yeah.
I do not care. I can't recover. We had just won a Grammy.
And what was that on?
Bluegrass Album of the Year.
Oh, wow. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you. It was probably the most money I was ever going to make. If I hadn't started injecting on July the 6th of 2017, by December 31st of 2017, the house, the cars, the credit cards, and college.
Everything.
Done. Set up. I'm in the black. Wouldn't have owed a dime.
Wow.
I was homeless by Christmas. So that's how fast the disease.
Yeah.
It's like, man, because I went to rehab and I'm like, I'm not like these people. This guy's been to prison. This guy's wife left it. I'm like, I got a wife. I got the house. I got the job. I'm all the things, just didn't see it coming. Everything's always worked out. But people ask me, like, when did you cross the line? I'm like, I really don't know. I think I crossed it way, 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 way back. I think in my 20s when I did cocaine the first time, even though I wasn't an addict and I'd already had my experience with opiates, I believe my morals dropped at that moment. And it was like, well, I've already done that. It can't be worse than that. And anyway, I don't know when I crossed the line for sure, but I'm guessing it was that moment or some other time when I was too high to correct it.
Yeah.
But the moral of my story is it doesn't matter where you come from, what you have, how little you have, or how much you have from your perspective. The disease, if you have it, the disease wants to kill you, and it wants to take everything from away from you before you die.
Right.
And it tells you, it's the only disease that tells you don't have one. It tells you have no value, no purpose. And it was, wasn't until I got some help and like really
understood it.
I don't know if I still understand it, but I got some help.
Yeah.
Some people understood it a little bit more than me.
At a rehab facility or?
I'd been to so many rehab facilities at that point in time, and I learned so much at rehab.
Well,
but the last time I called a guy named Philip, and I said, Philip, tell me how to get out of these woods that you've just been in.
Wow.
Like, this guy up here he's got a coat. He went to school to read about the woods, but he's never stepped foot in those woods.
Right.
How did you get out? I can believe in you. I can trust that.
Right.
He never told me what I should or shouldn't do. He never told me what I must or mustn't do, but he gave me some suggestions. I took it, and I'm here now.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing that you came out of that like you are now,
Yeah, it really is. God is good.
You are going around to different correctional facilities. I talked to Jess a little bit before you came, and he said that you were going to do that.
Yes.
And helping others like that. Like,
I just go and tell them that I've been where they've been, and life can be better.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't do anything different, it's not going to get different.
Right.
And again, it's nothing I did on my own. It's like finally just started taking suggestions. Not all of them.
Yeah, not all of them.
But like most of them. And like, I haven't been back to jail. I haven't vomited.
So you were in jail.
I was in jail so many times. Every time I'd get high, I'd end up going to jail just about. If I had dope, it would make me throw up. If I didn't have it, I was throwing up. People don't understand. If you've been on opiates or any kind of drugs like that, when I tell you I haven't vomited since 2021,
yeah,
it's insane. Like,
wow.
I thought I had stomach problems. I guess I did from the chemicals, but like, yeah, life is so much better. I'm able to work. I've put some sort of semblance of a career together. I'm making music and helping other artists.
Look what you're doing now. That's amazing that you've come out of that and so far into it. You're writing songs and just making it happen. And I have to commend you on that. I really do.
I appreciate that. I truly believe that there is an intelligent creator out there.
Right.
I call God. Y'all can call him what you want or nothing at all. That has given me the opportunity to set the record straight.
Right.
And I was so ready to die by my own hand, but
yeah.
I'm so glad that he gave me the change in heart and change in my thought process to want to stick around and clean up the mess I made.
And you have.
I'm in the process of it for sure.
So how long have you been clean now?
I've been sober for 55 months today.
55 months. Well, congratulations. We're so happy for you. I met Gary at Greenup County Detention Center. He was there speaking one day. Larry Pancake called me from the kitchen. I was over the girls in the kitchen. And he said, Tammy, I want y'all to bring the girls up and let them listen to Gary talk. And he's going to sing a couple of songs. So you did. And I just want you to know what an impact you had on the whole facility, just not the girls, but everybody was talking about it. The girls just crying. I've seen a change in them after that. Plus, like every morning when I'd go in at 5 a.m., I'd have to turn on YouTube and play your song that you, did you write that, Learning How to Walk Again?
Yes, with a guy named Jason Patrick Matthews.
Yes.
First song I'd written in sobriety.
Oh, wow. Well, here in a little bit, we want to hear you singing if you don't mind. It'll be here in a little bit, though. I want to continue this. So whenever you got when you got help, what got you started back on wanting to do your music and stuff?
Philip, I always tell people that, so I get out of jail on June the 2nd of 2021. I get out of jail with $2 on a debit. You have an account. You $2. I couldn't even swipe it.
Oh, wow.
And an eviction notice on the apartment where the second wife was living. So I really don't know how I didn't get high that first night. But I didn't. I got in touch with Philip, and I hustled up the money with things I had left to sell.
Yeah.
I sold everything for drugs. I'm like, now I'm going to sell something to save this apartment. I did it. And a week later, on June the 9th, a week after getting out of jail, I got a call to do a gig for Philip's niece. Pause 1 second. Can you turn the headphone actually mix down just a little bit?
It's okay. Is that better or?
Yeah, I think so. I'll just take one out.
Okay. Good.
So ADHD, where was I? I don't know how I didn't get high that night, but I didn't. A week later, Philip asked me if I'll play a show. I believe his aunt, maybe a relative, a niece, a female relative, had just had breast cancer.
Uh-huh.
My mom has cancer. She's going through cancer right
now.
And has been for several years, but she's a fighter. She's a tough woman. Philip asked me if I'd play this fundraiser, and I couldn't say no.
Yeah.
Close to home. And like he was my sponsor, and it's for cancer. My mom has cancer. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I played 25 minutes. I remembered who the hell I was and why I was here.
Oh, wow.
And
so you done it sober.
Yeah.
And did it feel good, or was it?
It felt really weird the first time.
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of thought maybe.
It was. I don't know. I'm not going to say it was because I was sober. I also hadn't played an instrument in front of people in 4 years.
Oh yeah.
You know, besides the other meth buddies at the trailer park sometimes, you know. But like everything sounded like a bluegrass song.
Oh gosh.
But like even that first night with not on meth, it's like my timing sensibilities weren't there. You could see it.
Right.
I've seen a few clips. It's like, oh, there I am. But I was still fishing around. But I remembered. I enjoyed it. I felt connection. I felt human connection.
Right.
And I realized also people have had so much stuff going on in their crazy lives.
Yeah.
They weren't just sitting around talking about mine.
Right.
So I didn't feel as much like the talk of the town, I guess, for a minute. I was like, you know what? God has a sense of humor. I got a call to play another gig, a pretty good sized festival, the end of the month, that same month, and then it just was step work and guitar. I just started playing guitar again. Started doing local gigs.
Yeah.
I had a group of people from one of the fellowships, the recovery fellowships, that were, several different fellowships, that would come out and be my helmet and my shoulder pads. Yeah. And keep me from bumping into myself when I was playing those gigs in those early days. And they still come and support me now too, but that was so impactful for them to be there. Right. Just to make sure I didn't mess up. It's nice to have people that care, doesn't it? Yeah, it really is. It's important to care. It's important not to give up on people. I was I don't know how many chances I was given, y'all. I would have given up on me. I did give up on me.
Yeah.
My mama never did.
That's right.
And
mamas never do.
And I'm just thankful that there's a God I believe in heaven that gave me the words I needed to hear and just changed my direction long enough for me to hear somebody say something that I could understand,
right,
and connect with them and decide, hey, maybe I don't have it figured out. But it looks like Philip is doing a better job of figuring it out than I am, and he seems to be just like me. So I'm going to do whatever the hell he says.
That's right.
And like, so I suggest you not to give up on yourself and not to give up on people who seem to be hopeless.
Right.
It could happen to any of us. You know, we're all one surgery away from potentially being an opiate addict.
Well,
so,
I had a son that was on addicted to painkillers. He had eye surgery when he was 18, and they gave him Percocet, and that started it. And then after that, it just spiraled out of control like it always does, you know. But
so
he's
sneaky.
Doing good now.
I'm glad he's doing good. It's so sneaky. You know, I haven't really taken a deep dive into the conspiracy. But we're here in the foothills of Appalachia, right?
Right.
And so close. This is basically the epicenter. We're really close to it.
Right.
There's a lot of smart people in this world. A lot of intelligent people making, you know, using technology and being so innovative with medicine.
Uh-huh.
You can't tell me the people that made that medication, all the tests they do on animals,
right,
human subjects, didn't know about the billion-dollar industry that they do. They just hit the lottery with people like me.
Yeah.
They killed people like me,
right,
to make money. They ruined families of people like me.
There was a show about that, wasn't there? Wasn't there
I really haven't,
documentary about it?
And I haven't taken the deep dive into it, but like all of my conclusions kind of come from my personal lived experience. I just know enough about life,
right,
and economics.
Oh wow.
To be like, well, I know what the testing has to go to get something like
right,
that approved.
Yeah.
So there's no way in hell they didn't know.
Exactly.
So
they made their money, that's for sure.
I hope they get their souls right before Judgment Day, because I would never wish hell on anybody.
Amen.
But if you don't get your soul right and make amends for what you've done in your past, and your afterlife is up to you, and that's a long road for all the souls and lives that were destroyed.
Right. You know, we're thankful that you're still here with us, and you're doing good and everything. Now, tell us a little bit about the SteelDrivers and being in that kind of big time band. How did that impact your addiction at all?
I mean, my tolerance grew. I like the way it made me feel. But it didn't start out. So I wasn't starting out like, hey, let me get blasted every day.
Right.
Like, oh, one of these is how everybody should feel.
Yeah.
And then it started getting to where it took two of those to feel the same way that one felt. By the time I got to that band, I was traveling so much. I was a little heavier. I've got back and neck issues. Nothing that should have required the kind of medication that I was taking, but I didn't know that. Right. And I obviously didn't care enough to say no.
Right.
So, you know, maybe, I guess everything around me, I think I was just miserable.
Yeah.
I loved those people. That band experience was great.
Yeah.
You know, but to go from playing the Grand Ole Opry as Gary Nichols, you know, and Mercury recording artist Gary Nichols, to be in the SteelDrivers wasn't on my card.
Right.
Like, so I think it took somewhat of a toll on me mentally and emotionally without me knowing it. I love the band, love the people. Mm-hmm. It was a great time. We had some great recordings, some incredible shows, some of the most fun I've ever had, but it wasn't my thing.
Right. How many number ones have you written? Have you written some number one songs?
Yeah, probably 1,000 of them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, but y'all ain't heard them yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Depends on where. No, in the bluegrass charts, I've had a couple that went. I don't understand charts. I don't write that, but there is a bluegrass chart that I had 3 songs go number 1 on. I don't know if it's official or what, but
that's awesome.
But whatever that is, yeah, I had a top 40. Unbroken Ground went top 40. Pardon me, Gordon. I'm telling you, Gordon Lightfoot. Sundown, you better take care.
Yeah.
My 83 is kicking it hard. So yeah, I haven't had any number 1s yet official, but I'm producing records and writing the best stuff of my life, and
I'm sure you will.
I don't do it for number 1s. I don't even know if that even matters anymore with streams. Like, I don't know who's listening to radio besides me, but I listen to it still some. So I don't know. I just want it's more significance is more important to me than success.
Yeah.
Like, and if my little rinky-dink story of survival can save somebody from ruining their life, that's so much more powerful to me than having a number 1 chart single or a Grammy or a red carpet walk or any of that stuff. That's the real reward.
Right. And I get that too in so many ways. Where I work down there, the detention center, I talked to a lot of girls, had a lot of people telling me about their addictions and what they did and all, and it impacted me as a person. I never took anything like that. But I do get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But
I see a bunch of great things on the horizon. Again, I'm working on a record on Kinsey Coppin.
Right.
She's already experienced in Texas. Texas music is its own thing. You have country music in the United States of America.
Yeah.
And then you have Texas. They either like you or you don't. And it's hard in Texas. Just not that I've ever tried, but I've watched it from an outside my entire career. Really, really, really hard for women. It's such a hard game this industry is. But Kinsey's already had her first number 1 as an artist in Texas. Kinsey Coppin with Texas and Me. It was single of the year this year.
Oh wow!
And I'm finishing the second half of her record thing, and it's incredible.
Wow! I can't wait to hear it.
Also, the band Lula and stuff that we're recording, also incredible. I'm expecting Kinsey and her story and her songs to blow up through the roof. And then the band Lula, same. I expect them to be, CMA Duo of the Year. Oh,
wow. It'd be good. Awesome.
So those things are coming. I've got a record. I've got the whole story, the record of all of that stuff with all the rough songs and a couple of songs of hope on there. Shopping it right now as the artist, and I'm hoping to have a home for it sometime at the beginning of next year.
Right. Hey, Michael, we'll be ready in a few after this song. Okay. But whenever I first met you, you impacted my life a lot. You don't even realize it. Whenever I left there that day, I cried all day, all that evening, just because the impact that you had on my girls. And I think with you helping others, that's making I think that's big in your life, isn't it?
For sure, absolutely. We can only keep what we have by giving it away.
Right, right.
It's the only world that makes sense in. But if I want to keep a needle out of my arm, I need to tell y'all about how I had one in there, what it was like, what happened, and what it's like now. Yeah. I need to be reminded.
Yeah.
And also, looking at people in jail, I'm like, shit, I remember what that's like. I don't want to go back. Seeing those people, detoxing in jail or detoxing those rehabs, makes me remember what that's like. And then seeing the little bit of light come on when they've been in there for 30 days or 60 days, it's like,
wow.
They say keep coming back.
Right.
It keeps me coming back.
That's awesome. How long has it been since you've been in the Gwinnett County Detention Center?
Earlier this year, as I said before, we were on tape, on air, on screen, however we are. I was on tour all summer with the band Lula, Zach Top, and Dirk Bentley.
Oh, wow.
Came straight. We did 34 cities. It was incredible.
That's amazing.
And then I came back to Muscle Shoals.
Yeah.
Well, went to Texas and went to the awards with Kenzie and celebrated with her, and came back to Muscle Shoals even before that, and started working on her record, and then got in the studio at the band Lula. We transitioned from a tour guy to producer,
wow.
and it's been great.
You're a busy man.
So to answer the question the long way around, it's been several months.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to visiting them while I'm in town this week.
Yeah. Wow. That is just something else. You are the man, I have to say.
I am just a lucky man.
Lucky man, blessed.
Blessed man, fortunate. I was spared. I choose not to waste my season.
Yeah. We're glad that you've been with us and you stopped by to see us. I think you're performing here tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, we're doing a fundraiser tomorrow night for the Orange Army 501c3. It's a cancer cancer benefit, which I'm a huge supporter of anything to raise money to give people who are suffering with that ailment, disease, any kind of relief or assistance they could need. So.
That's awesome. When does it start? What time does it start?
It's Saturday, November 29th from 6 to 10 p.m. I'm sure I'll play probably some 75 minutes or so.
Oh, okay.
90 minutes, somewhere in the middle of that.
That's awesome.
There'll be a lot of things going on. You're going to have, tell you, like there's a picture of me sleeping with my mouth wide open. That's nice, Jesse. And Chuck Robertson will be probably starting around 6 or 6:30. And then there'll be some giveaways and some raffles.
Awesome.
I'm actually going to be playing.
Come out for that, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if this is going live or if this will be up before then, but if you see this before 6 p.m. on the 29th of November.
Yeah. I think that we're actually coming and recording it too, so.
Well, cool. Well,
the whole show.
I'm going to be playing 2 guitars tomorrow night.
Awesome.
Both of those guitars will be auctioned off to raise money.
Really?
Yeah.
Tomorrow night? Awesome. It'll be good.
Yep.
Hopefully, you'll make a lot of money.
Hope they do. Hope they get make as much as they can stand.
All right. Well, you want to talk about the song? He's going to play his song that he sang down to the detention center, Learning How to Walk Again.
Yeah. So I'm going to unplug and go right up on the stage after these gentlemen played this song. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. Before we go, we'll let them finish out. When you wrote that song, it's about your life, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I started writing the song while I was in jail. Didn't think I'd ever write it.
In the jail, really?
It started writing me. Like I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't want to listen to music. But like I even found at my house the other day, I brought some things back from jail, a lot of paperwork. Mm-hmm. A sketch of the original title, like on a list of other things. And so I get out of jail June the 2nd, 2021, like I said, and December the 3rd of that year, I brought Jason Matthews down to write songs again. We had written songs years before and written one of my singles.
Right.
And he had been going through his own thing too. He had been battling cancer, so he was learning how to walk again.
Wow.
In his own way, and the song just kind of came out. The structure was already there, the melody was already there. We're just filling the blanks.
Right. That's awesome. Well, I'm just amazed that you coming out of it like you did, and look at you now. We're so proud of you.
Thank you so much. I'm proud. I'm proud to be here.
Yes.
And a lot of hard work to get here. But, still a lot of hard work to go. I don't get to quit.
Right.
I don't get to rest on it. But it's definitely gotten easier. Each day has gotten easier. So much easier.
Well,
just to want to be here and to want to be productive.
We thank God for that. We thank God. We've got to give him the glory.
Absolutely.
For you to come out of it like you have and doing so good.
Absolutely. I'm grateful to God for sure.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're going to be getting ready here for his song that he's going to be playing.
Yeah. I'm going to need to unplug and grab my guitar and start the tuning process.
Okay.
We're in the band all day. Thank y'all so much for having me on and for spending time with your viewers. And
we'll be back. And thank you all for joining us. And he's going to be playing here in just a little bit. All right?
In a bit.
learning how to walk again. I ain't fastidious. Like a baby, I'm just taking my first steps. Oh, and I might fall while I'm trying to stand. Oh, I'm learning how to walk again. I'm learning how to love myself. In spite of how I've been, my worst enemy. Now I'm trying to be my own best friend. It'll be worth it all if I can help someone else. I'm just learning how to love myself. Someday I'll look back at all the struggles I've been through, see the silver lining shining out of all that blue. I'll be more of who I am, less of who I was way back when. But until then, I'm learning how to talk again, how to just say no. For the longest time was a word that I just didn't know what it meant, all the pain it could prevent. I'm just learning how to talk again. Someday I'll look back at all the struggles I've been through, see the silver lining shining out of all that blue. I'll be more of who I am, less of who I was way back when. But until then, I'm learning how to walk again. I'm getting stronger every day. This new path don't lead back to my old way. Oh, I ain't there yet, but I'm on the mend. I'm just learning how to walk again. I know I ain't there yet, but I'm on the mend. I'm still learning how to walk again. Thank you so much, y'all. My name is Gary Nichols. Hope to see you tomorrow night. Thank y'all.
Hungry? Stop by Chris Dairy Treat. Try a delicious footlong and onion rings with an ice cold beverage like a pop or a milkshake. And remember, tell them we sent you.